the high seas, Pisces. Cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hey guys, welcome to your Aries/Taurus season videos. I've got the red theme going on here right now to honor the fire in our universe this month. So I wanted to record a little bit of an intro video like I do every month for those of you who appreciate the astrological information. So I've got my notes here. We have a lot going on in April, you guys. The readings are cool. I've only done a few half of the zodiac wheel, so I still have Libra through Pisces to do, but by the time you guys watch this, all of them will be finished. So whew, yeah, definitely a lot of messages coming out here in April, guys. The readings so far have been kind of lit. They've been kind of interesting. I'm enjoying these Aries season readings. So we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on here in April, astrological wise, and then we'll get going on your tarot video. So Mercury goes direct on the 15th, which is tomorrow. Yes. So by the time most of you watch this video, Mercury will be direct, and some of the crazy problems and inconveniences and challenges and obstacles that we've been having mentally will kind of slow down a bit, okay? We are going to have a shadow period. Mercury always goes into shadow period 2 weeks before it goes retrograde and 2 weeks after. So, you know, we're not going to be quite completely in the clear of this energy until the end of April. But, you know, that energy is slowing down, and the mental energy is going to pick back up with Mercury going back direct on the 15th. Now, on that same day, we have the Aries new moon. So I have an Aries new moon video that I'm going to upload on tomorrow on the 15th as well. So, you know, that's definitely a time to set new intentions, you guys. This whole Aries season is all about self. This is the first house, you guys. So last month, we really did close a lot of chapters out with the Pisces 12th house energy, a lot of spiritual subconscious releasing. And now we're at the astrological new year. Happy spring. This is definitely the start of 2018, the real 2018, the one that's going to go down in history. Okay, some of the real actual shit is about to take off here in April. So we did enter the month with a full moon. How was the Libra full moon for you guys? That was a very beautiful, significant, life-changing, beautiful moon for me. The Libra full moon, it really did restore balance. This is the opposite sign of Aries. It restored a lot of balance in our universe because Libra controls an alternate universe where everything's opposite. The first house is Libra instead of Aries. The second house is Scorpio instead of Taurus. Third house is Sagittarius instead of Gemini. So you see how the signs are kind of opposite there. So we entered the month under the full moon in Libra energy. You know, so moving on here with the planets, we have Chiron entering Aries on the 17th. Now, you know, this is going to be interesting. I am going to have a Chiron video for all 12 signs about, you know, what this is going to mean. This is the wounded healer. Chiron, you might want to do your own research about Chiron, but he is a wounded healer. You know, he is the shaman of healing. So wherever Chiron is in the universe, or wherever he is in your natal chart, you can, you know, that's where your pain is. That's where your unhealed wounds are, unresolved wounds, okay? So there's going to be a flushing of wounds that take place. Now, for Chiron to be exiting Pisces, we've had Chiron in Pisces for a long time, you guys. I'm going to talk about this more in a separate video, but I do feel the need to mention it because it's happening in April. It's going to move into Aries, which means healing. Our pain and our healing is it's gonna be a new cycle, first of all, because anytime anything moves from Pisces to Aries, it's reborn completely because it's going from 12 to 1, from finished to start. So that's a door closed and another door open. So this is a new cycle of pain. We have all completed a certain cycle of pain in our life in different areas. So this is going to be pain in a different area, you guys. This is going to be, collectively, it's self-pain. Aries rules self, so Aries handles pain a lot different than Pisces. So, you know, Aries is not one to really lay down and take defeat. So this is going to be a completely different energy with Chiron, okay? And I'm going to talk about that in a different video, but, you know, it's just a little bit of a heads up this month if you want to research Chiron and Aries. You can gain kind of your own perspective about that until I come out with the videos later on in the month. So we do have that happening on the 17th. Also on the 17th, we have Saturn retrograde. I am going to have videos about that too. I'm probably going to do those before I do the Chiron videos, because Saturn is retrograding on April 17th until September 6th. So that's a long chunk of time there for the planet of restriction, the planet of limitations and boundaries, and the Lord of Karma. Like, this is going to be very interesting to kind of channel some stuff about that. I believe this is literally us time traveling, because Saturn rules time. So this is us time traveling back into, you know, this is us slowing down, karma slowing down, a lot of different changes here. That Saturn retrograde is going to be the starting point to a lot of different changes in our life. And so is the Aries new moon on the 15th. You're going to see things pick up in mid-April, okay? It's been really confusing beginning of April, end of March. It's been kind of here nor there, but the energy is really going to start picking up with this energy when Taurus season begins, which is on the 19th. Late at night, basically the 20th, the sun is going to enter Taurus. All this fiery energy, all this passionate, basically on fire energy, all this fire, passionate energy, it's going to ground itself in Taurus. And, you know, Taurus is a more realistically, earthly grounded, logical sign, and it's a little bit more patient. But this, you're going to literally feel this energy really ground itself. Taurus is going to give this energy kind of some land to land on, you know what I mean? So we're going to see the energy kind of shift after the 19th. And then we're going to end the month with a little bit of energy here. We have Pluto retrograde on the 22nd. So guys, Jupiter's retrograde. Jupiter's going to be retrograde. Saturn's going to be retrograde. Pluto's going to be retrograde. So that is 3 planets retrograde. So that's 3 different areas in our life that is, the universe is trying to tell us something about the past. The universe is trying to tell us to slow down a bit. So Saturn rules karma, Pluto rules the underworld, and Jupiter rules expansion. So as far as our expansion, we're being asked to look at that in a little bit of a different way this month. We're being asked to slow down a little bit and not overexpand, not expand beyond our true path. Pluto is going to purify a lot of things. Pluto is going to retrograde back to our past to purify anything that no longer serves us. This is Scorpio's ruling planet. So this is transformation, death, and rebirth. Okay, so we do have all those planets retrograde. I might have a video come out for that. I'm not sure, guys. I might briefly talk about it. Seems interesting, though. So let me know if you want me to do a video about that, and I will. But I for sure will do one about Saturn, and I'm for sure going to do one about Chiron. And so moving on, after the 22nd, we have a couple days later on the 24th, we have Venus in Gemini, moving into Gemini. First half of the month, Venus is in Taurus. Okay, so that's really good. Taurus is ruled by Venus. So that's really bringing the value and the abundance back to our relationships, bringing the abundance to, you know, our values and our personal resources. This is going to take a shift to the 3rd house. So this is adding abundance to our short distance travels. This is adding abundance to our communication. Now, Gemini is the lovers. So I think this is interesting to have Venus, the ruling planet of love and the goddess of love, entering the sign of the lovers. So this is going to be really, really magical, really, really magical for soulmates and twin flames, karmic partners. A lot of us are going to be really finally meeting around this Gemini transit with Venus, okay? So, you know, that's an air sign, bringing it a more intellectual vibe to Venus, communication, you know. So you guys, if you want to follow me on Instagram or if you want to add me on Facebook, I'll have all my information in the description box, because for every full moon and every new moon, every time something significant happens in the astrological sky, I always put out a post about it. So I'm going to be posting about all this stuff. It's going to be words, though. You know, I don't really have videos except for on my YouTube. So this is if you want a more written response. I also, every Tuesday I have a tarot card that I pull for the week. So if you want to follow me there and just kind of hang out, that's a way to contact me and just kind of keep in touch with me a little bit more. Oh, do you hear that wind? The wind has just been blowing so hard, man. This is the opposite. Air is the opposite of fire. So we need air and oxygen to ignite this Aries new moon tonight and tomorrow. So this energy is on, you guys. And so I don't want to forget to mention here that at the end of the month, we have a beautiful full moon in Scorpio. So we are all going through a soul transformation. With the moon going full in Scorpio in Taurus season, we're definitely going to be going through some death and rebirth with Pluto going retrograde, Scorpio's ruling planet. And then Scorpio full moons are some of my favorite full moons. I have a Scorpio North Node and a Scorpio Midheaven. So I am very, very looking forward to this beautiful energy. You know, this is the 8th house, you guys. This is the house that is traditionally hidden. So a lot of light shedding on our secret, intimate thoughts and feelings. You know, this is a water energy. So definitely want to look out for that Scorpio full moon. I'm going to have a video talking about that where I pull cards for all 12 zodiac signs. I'm going to pull a tarot card message for all the signs for the full moon in Scorpio. So yeah, guys, a lot to look forward to in April. I hope you enjoy your readings. They're pretty nice. This month, Scorpio and Virgo got the giveaway. So Virgo had more than 5,000 likes on my last video. Thank you so much, all of you, really. And also, I can't forget to mention that, oh my God, I have over 1,000 subscribers now. So I know that's not like super a lot, but this is the beginning of my journey. And oh my God, it means so much to me that there are over 1,000 people over in the world, throughout the world, that care about my videos every month. And I hope to gain even more subscribers this month. I love connecting with you guys. This is a passion of mine. So when I sit down every month to record and talk about all these astrological events, it truly gives me joy. It truly gives me passion. It makes me happy. So, you know, and I've done a handful of private readings so far. So for any of you who have gotten a private reading with me, and for any of you who have donated to my channel and who have got the braid beads, thank you so much for supporting my Pisces shenanigans. I get these ideas and, you know, mostly I think that they're just illusions and fantasies, but then you guys make it real for me. You make it real. And it's just, I'm humbled. I'm humbled and I'm so blessed. And, you know, I have all my information below. If you'd like to talk to me on a more personal level, you can schedule. I work with PayPal. I'm very, very cheap. You know, $20 for an hour-long tarot reading. I would love, but only if you feel led to. I believe that only those who feel led to contact me actually reach out. You know, I pray every day that the right people see my videos. So I just appreciate your guys' likes and subscribes so much, and your comments, and just all of the ways that we connect. It just means so much. And, you know, as far as this month goes with the readings, you guys, I am getting I'm getting a card. It's a whole tarot spread. I'm just kind of letting whatever comes out come out. But I am getting one card to symbolize ourself. So I'm getting a card to overlook the rest of the reading. And this card, because Aries rules self. So I thought it would be a really good idea to kind of get a card to best represent our energy this month. All of the signs are embodying a different energy of self. So I am getting a card to represent you and who you are. And then we get kind of different messages there to kind of relate to that. So that's all about the reading, you guys. As I mentioned, Virgo and Scorpio, they're getting extra cards this month. So make sure you view and like and share with your friends and on your social media so that maybe your sign. I think what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to give extra cards to whatever two signs. The one sign that views me the most and the sign that likes my video the most. So whatever sign has the most likes and the most views, they're going to get extra time. My videos are all really long this month, but I'm not really this month, but usually they're about an hour long when you consider the intro video as well. So yeah, I'm probably going to give an extra 10 minutes to next month. I'm going to give an extra 10 minutes to whatever two signs have the most likes and the most views. So share and like and subscribe, you guys. And also I'm going to have extra giveaways and stuff like that. Just lots of stuff happening in April. April is just, I feel the energy. So happy spring, you guys. The weather is getting nicer, not really today, but the sun is getting stronger and brighter and warmer. So I wish you guys all a happy spring, a happy April, happy birthday to the Aries and the Tauruses that have April birthdays. Shout out to all of you watching my videos, all of you. It means so much. And I hope you enjoy your readings. Okay, see you in the next video. Virgo, hey, welcome to your April video, guys. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. And first of all, shout out to my Virgo subscribers. Okay, I love Virgo so much anyways as a Pisces. Okay, I've always been around Virgo energy. You guys had the most views last month. I don't know what it was. I don't know if you were just feeling needed guidance or something because of the full moon. It could have been what I titled my video, but you guys had over 5,000 views. So needless to say, you guys won. Every month I give away extra cards to whoever likes my videos and whoever views my videos the most. Honestly, I think you guys won both, but I'm just always fair. So Scorpio and Virgo, I do think that you guys had the most likes and views. I think you guys had over 50 something likes and over 5,000 views, but Scorpio was runner up. So, you know, I'm already going to be giving you extra guidance, Virgo. I've got some angel cards here. I'm so excited for that because you guys have never won before. And, you know, obviously the universe thought it would be good and beneficial for you to get extra guidance. So we'll see what comes out here with these extra cards. Maybe we'll clarify. We'll see what comes up, Virgo. But I shuffled your cards, and I'm going to take a quick look here up at my notes. Definitely want to mention Mercury retrograde. I'm not going to repeat myself too much because we only have a short amount of time to talk, about 40 minutes or so today. But, you know, I'm going to mention a lot of this in my intro video, you guys. But Mercury is your ruling planet. I'm sure if you've been watching me, then you know that by now. So I do want to mention Mercury retrograde to you, that it's been pretty gnarly. To start the astrological new year off and instantly go into a Mercury retrograde. It's been very dragging. It's been very stalling. And, you know, you're ruled by Mercury, so I believe Virgos and Geminis are very affected by Mercury transits. But thank God it is going back direct in 2 days. So on the 15th, Mercury is going to go back direct. So some of the challenges that you've been having, some of the mental confusion and clutter, maybe challenges with your cars or with your electronics or just things going wrong. You know how Mercury can be. He takes us back to the past and makes us evaluate and reflect on things from our past. So people coming back up, that's all going to kind of slow down and go back direct on the 15th. We have a 2-week shadow period. So by the end of April, we are back rocking and rolling, and some of this tough, challenging energy can kind of, you know, lay off a bit. So we did enter the month with a full moon. We have a new moon in Aries on the 15th as well. So same time as that, Mercury's going to go back direct on the same time as the Aries new moon, which is not a coincidence. This is going to be extremely forward-moving energy. It's going to be time to reflect on forward-moving energy. And the sun enters your sister sign. You're an earth sign. I'm telling you, Virgo, you're going to feel a lot better after the 19th, which is literally a few days away. Taurus season, earth energy is coming back. We haven't had earth since Capricorn season. So we are definitely ready for this energy to return back to the universe. And then after Taurus, the next earth sign is Virgo. So your birthdays aren't that far away. Honestly, they're not that far away. Isn't that kind of crazy, Virgo? I feel like Virgo season was just a few months ago, and now Virgo season is, you know, coming back. But first we get spring, and then we get summer, and then we get fall. So we have a Saturn retrograde. We have a lot of planets going retrograde, Virgo, and then we have a full moon in Scorpio at the end of the month on the 29th. So that's kind of the astrology there. A lot of crazy stuff going on. You definitely have a lot of energy in your 7th house of Pisces. When I was shuffling your cards, I did see Pisces. I seen Sagittarius. I seen Aries. I seen the High Priestess. I seen the Fool. I saw a lot of those cards, okay? But I saw the High Priestess a lot, and I saw the Moon a lot. So, you know, we'll see here what comes up in your cards, but I did want to mention to you that Chiron is going to briefly exit your 7th house. Now, I'm going to have a whole video for Virgo about Chiron in the 7th house, and then also Chiron in the 8th house, which I'm very familiar with because I have Chiron in Virgo in my 8th house. Virgo is my 8th house in my natal chart, so I'm definitely going to enjoy talking to you guys about Chiron in your 8th house. You know, Virgo, you guys have been going through a lot of relationship wounds for years. I'm not sure how long Chiron has been in Pisces. I'm a Pisces, so I am more than ready for Chiron to enter Aries. No offense, Aries. Chiron is just, he brings a lot of pain up, you know, and I've just been working, Pisces have been really working hard, and Virgo has been really working hard on their relationship wounds. Relationship with yourself, relationship with people, places, and things, partnerships, business, family, all relationships. So I feel that the sun is going to come back, and you're going to have a lot of more positive energy in your relationships, but don't get too excited, Virgo, because it's going to retrograde back into Pisces, and it's not going to be until about September when Chiron really, really moves forward in your 8th house instead of your 7th house. So we'll talk about that in my Chiron video later on in the month. If you want to subscribe to me to get a notification for when I upload those, that would be great. I love your subscribes. Obviously, I have a lot of Virgo subscribers and a lot of Virgo viewers. So loving you guys so much. You know, like I said, Virgo has always been around me somewhere. And I'm a Pisces, and I have a lot of earth energy, so I love Virgo. So enough about the astrology. We'll save that for the later on in the month, and we'll save that for the intro video. So I shuffled your cards. It took quite a long time for the Hermit card to show up in this deck, but that just tells me that, you know, Virgo is up to something, and Virgo is busy, and Virgo, you need to be patient with Virgo energy, and you need to be patient with yourself, Virgo. So this is Aries season. So this is your 8th house. Aries is your 8th house of hidden intimacy, secrets. No wonder the moon and the fucking high priestess kept showing up, because you're going through 8th house transit. And that would make Libra your 2nd house. So this month, the beginning of April, has everything to do with your personal resources. So your finances could be getting better. They could be changing a bit. There was definitely some endings and new beginnings in the financial department at the end of March. We had a full moon in your 2nd house of Libra. So there could be some balance being restored to your finances and to your money, to your job, and to whatever you consider yours, whatever you consider valuable to you. So that could be anything. But this is earth energy. Your 2nd house is earth energy, so feeling grounded in the financial department. Maybe new jobs for some of you. Maybe some of you are moving up in a job, or some of you are leaving a job behind, or, you know, some of those changes are just now starting to happen for Virgo, which I like to see, because I know my Virgos are very hard workers and busy people. You guys are the 6th house of lifestyle and work. So you guys are always working and always doing the work of multiple people. You're very strong and hardworking. So that's the 2nd house, but that's moving into the 3rd house, because we're going to have a full moon in your 3rd house at the end of this month on the 29th. So that brings the energy to communication. That brings the energy to short distance travel. It brings the energy to thought. Okay, that's the house of Gemini. So, you know, Scorpio, you could be communicating about transformation in April, end of April, beginning of May, because that's the Scorpio energy coming in. So your communication is about to transform. You're going to be talking a lot more. You're going to be, you know, you're going to be communicating about certain endings and new beginnings for yourself, okay? It's important for you to speak out towards the end of April about what it is that you want to see happen. And we have a new moon in a couple of days on the 15th in your 8th house. So this is you working behind the scenes towards things that you want to see happen in your future. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to sit down and reflect on what you want to see grow in your future. Now, this is great because it's in your 8th house, so you're going to be able to do this work behind the scenes without anybody, you know, you work better alone, Virgo. Other people just slow you down and fuck you up. So this is a good time for you to really be invisible to even the universe, to energy. You know, you're going to be really hidden, which might be another reason why your card took a long time to find, because you're very hidden right now, going through all this Aries 8th house energy. This could bring up a lot of sexual feels. This can bring up, so if you want to see something change sexually in your life, you want to think about that around the 15th. Write down any goals that you have sexually within yourself or other people. Anything secretive about you that you want to release, or you want, you know, this is literally from the 15th. We're going to plant seeds on the 15th and see them grow on the 29th, okay? So that's the energy there. This is your 2nd house and 8th house moving into your 3rd house and your 9th house. So Taurus is your 9th house. In a couple of days, this energy is going to move from all this hidden sexual to it's going to move into you learning. You're going to learn a lot in Taurus season. Okay, so end of April, beginning of May, you're going to be learning a lot. You're going to be very expansive, Virgo. You're going to be reflecting a lot on what it is that you know and how you can know more. So that sounds very Virgo. It sounds very accurate for the Virgos that I know. But let's go ahead and start going with your reading, okay? So this is Aries season energy. Aries is the first house of self. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you a card, and I'm going to put it right here. And it's going to overlook your whole reading. And it's going to give me a good idea of what Virgo energy is up to this month. So let's get a card for Virgo, April 2018, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What is Virgo's energy? Let's get one card. Okay, and that card just shot out, okay? Oh, Virgo. So we have the Five of Pentacles. So we have some interesting energy. You know, I felt a very positive energy, and I'm looking to see if there's any cards that flew out with that card, but I think that was the only one. Now, we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, Virgo, you are pretty hidden right now, and you are pretty secretive and closed off. So, it doesn't surprise me that much that under the surface, you're feeling pretty left out in the cold. You could be even feeling left out and cold from the universe. I mean, when you go through an 8th house transit, it's very quiet, you know, and it's interesting. That's what this card looks like. It looks quiet. It looks like you're doing something on your own, Virgo, like you're doing something behind the scenes, in the shadows. You're about to head into this really dark cave. So this is more so the beginning of April, but this is the energy for you. Time is fluid, you know, so you definitely are using your own inner light to guide you through a dark time of confusion and uncertainty. And, you know, right behind you, we have the Scorpio card. So if you have Scorpio energy or someone around you who's a Scorpio, this is coming up. Virgo and Scorpio right here on the table. But also, this is you going through a transformation, Virgo. This is the Death card. So there are certain things that are dying and being reborn in your life. I mean, this is the card right beneath you. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this could even have to do with your finances or a job situation or just your energy as a Virgo, because you are Pentacles. So it's interesting to see that right behind you, we have the Death card. So definitely a transformation, definitely a rebirth happening. And this is happening. This tells me that this is literally your 8th house, because Scorpio is the 8th house, but Aries is the 8th house for Virgo. So we talked about Scorpio being your 3rd house. This could have something to do with you communicating about the journey that you're going on. You know, you're doing and seeing a lot of things right now, Virgo, and a lot of people don't know about it. You're very hidden right now, you know, and I honestly agree with that. A lot of the Virgos are very mysterious right now, and they're very like hidden and just secretive, which is cool because, you know, you're going through an 8th house transit, and that's what 8th house energy does. Death is a very secretive, mysterious thing. We don't know much about life after death. We don't know much about Scorpio energy. So this is that full moon coming up too in your 3rd house. So Scorpio energy is definitely here in April because it's coming up in your 3rd house, and there's a full moon there. So, you know, you could be revisiting certain things that were dead, Virgo. You could be revisiting, you know, this graveyard is reminding me of that behind her. She has this graveyard here behind her. So, you know, you could be revisiting graves this month, literally or metaphorically. Or you could be heading into some mysterious realms. I'm seeing you headed in. Virgo is literally headed towards a transformation. You see, this is a cave of transformation for you. So, Virgo. So, let's get some cards for you, Virgo. Let's see what the message is, and let's see more about this 8 of Swords and this 5 of Pentacles. Feeling alone, feeling trapped. You know, there could have even been some financial struggles at the beginning of April, but I think that Libra full moon helped. We have the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. So there's definitely some sword energy going on here. This is for Virgo 2018, April. What's Virgo? What's the message for Virgo energy for April 2018, please? Virgo. Okay, so 5 of Swords comes out. So you're getting to the bottom of certain energies that have defeated you. We have the Ace of Cups coming up upside down and reversed. So we'll see what that's about. You're definitely seeing something I seen the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck just now. So I think you're seeing your emotions in a different way. You're like, your emotions are kind of pouring out, and we're going to see what they're pouring out towards with the card that winds up there. So these cards came out reversed too, so I'm just going to leave it, Virgo, but we'll talk about them in both ways. So emotionally, you're getting away with, you know, I don't know, there's emotional manipulation, because the King of Cups reversed is a very emotional and manipulative person. Now we have all these cards coming up, and the Aries card at the bottom of the deck. So we have the Five of Pentacles, again, I'm going to put that right there for some reason. Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands and the Chariot in reverse. So there's some sort of Cancer. Some of you could be walking away from a Cancer, or some of you could have lost a battle and you might not be feeling very victorious. I do see that you've lost someone lost some kind of battle and they don't feel very victorious. There's no forward movement. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with this, Virgo. To tell you the truth, I might get you some different cards. I'm definitely... Okay, we have the World and the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, the Two of Cups. Some of you are with Leos. All right, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Like, lots of energy there. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor, and thank goodness you guys won the giveaway this month, because honestly, I need to validate some of these motherfucking cards, because I do not know what's going on here. But we're gonna just take this step by step, okay? We've got the message here. We've got what's going on. So you are feeling a bit trapped in Aries season, some of you, and you're avoiding your emotions for sure, because that's what's going on in the Eight of Swords. You're avoiding your emotions. This woman, she is bound, she is blindfolded, she is surrounded by these swords, and there's kind of a mental prison. So, you know, this could be Mercury retrograde. Some of you are just feeling trapped inside your mind, and there's definitely some balance that needs to take place there, because, you know, there's no foot in the water here. But the card right beneath you is the Temperance card, which is balance and patience, and then the foot is in the water there. So we have Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, Cancer. Okay, and it's interesting that we have this, you coming out of a time of financial poverty. You're coming out of feeling trapped financially. You're coming out of this cold, so you're literally coming out of the winter. Now, all earth signs appreciate spring and summer, because that's the time when your element is doing well, when the flowers are coming and the grass is greener and the trees get leaves again. The oxygen is better to breathe because we have more leaves giving off oxygen in the summer and the spring. So earth signs can just breathe better in the spring, and that is on its way, Virgo. So you could have just been feeling trapped, you know, in this kind of cold energy, but you're coming out of that, and I like to see that. And then we have the Emperor, which is Aries energy. So you're coming back into your own self-power. You're coming back into your own authority. You're feeling like you again, Virgo. So let's kind of rewind a little bit and see what's going on here. So first card out is the Queen of Swords. So you are utilizing this air energy. And we have wands, we have pentacles, we have swords, and cups. So you're kind of the magician right now. You're kind of using these different energies. You're using your mind, you're using your finances, you're using your passion, you're using your emotion. But, you know, Virgo, you're not really using your emotion though. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. Someone could be emotionally manipulating you, or you could be emotionally manipulating another. But, you know, we have the Queen of Swords here, who is not the most emotional. I'm sorry, this is the King of Swords. I keep saying Queen, but this is definitely the King, even though it's a woman. This is a goddess deck, so even the King of Cups is a woman. But this is the King of Cups, because we can tell by that crown there. It's not the Queen crown. The Queen crown looks a little bit different. So that's the King of Cups there. And you have the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So some of you could be taking on a more intellectual energy and kind of, you know, moving away from the emotion. Virgo, you know, I'm gonna be easy on you guys, because Virgo has been tapping into their emotion for months. You guys did what you had to do for the full moon. You've been feeling your emotion. You've been doing the emotional work. And, you know, that's a lot to ask for Virgo, because you guys are opposite of water. You're the opposite of Pisces. So, you know, it's not really your thing to always be moody. And you guys have been moody for, now in April, you're finally coming out of that. You know, but January, maybe even December, January, February, March, you know, you guys have been in your feelings because of just things were just not moving. You know, I see why the Chariot is here. Things were just not moving forward. You know, you just didn't feel like you were really getting anywhere. So in April, you're finally feeling like you're getting somewhere. This Aries energy is, you know, you're really using your authority, and it's this Aries card is pointing his wand right at this Chariot, right at this Nine of Wands. So I think you guys are becoming less defensive in April. I love to see that. You're letting down your guard a little bit. And honestly, that is what happens when an earth sign gains emotional power. And you gain this emotional power with this full moon. You gained this emotional power, you know, by really allowing yourself to feel. And you were doing this, you know, behind the scenes. You were doing this in secret. You had to temporarily trap yourself. The universe even messed with your finances. It even took away some of your money so that you would, because one of the best ways to get Virgo to get in their feelings is to fuck with their money, to fuck with their mind. And that's what's happening here. Your mind and your money are being fucked with. So let's keep going here. You know, I do see that you're embodying the King of Swords energy, which is more intellectual. This is communication. So it makes sense because you have that third house energy. So you do have that Scorpio transformation going on here. You could be talking, making a lot of moves. See how this woman is, she's kind of surrounded by people, okay? So you could be communicating with a lot of people this month. Now, these look like younger people. So you could be a wise communicator because this woman is old. So she is wise, and, you know, she's being wise amongst people who aren't as wise as her, right? She's more experienced. So Virgo, you're very mentally experienced in April. You're very mentally clear. And you're even so clear that you're taking on this authority figure mentally. You're like this mental authority figure. Your mind is so strong that a lot of people are coming for you for advice. They're coming to you for guidance. You see this crowd of people, you know, all these younger people, they don't have to be younger, but the universe is showing them to me as younger, because it's to tell me that they're not where you are. They're not sitting on a throne. They're not as old as you are. So you're very wise, which is why you're shown here as with white hair. This is for males and female. So Virgo, yeah, you're on your mental throne right now. Mentally, inside your mind, you are on a throne. I mean, you are stepping into your mental power, and you're even attracting people who need your help. Okay, Virgo is being asked, and no surprise, Virgo has always asked for help. But yeah, you know, you might even have children. Some of you might be teachers. You might teach, you know, younger children or something like that. Or even in your jobs or work, you're just kind of training people. I see this as kind of training people mentally for something. So, and I also see this as a lot of communication. This woman is telling a story. So April is a story that you need to tell people, which is why Scorpio is your third house. Now, it's interesting that we have these two sword cards, because Virgo, you've been through a lot. You've had a time. You've had your moments where you were victorious. You've had your moments where you didn't feel as victorious, which is symbolized by this man here. So I think you're really dropping your defense this month. This is another card that talks about someone laying down their sword. Okay, and it's interesting. This is the Queen of Swords, but she doesn't have a sword. She does not have a sword. The only thing that looks like a sword in this card is this up here, but that's not quite a sword. That's kind of something decorative. It's a shield, actually, with two swords behind it. So, I don't know, maybe you're just done with, because that reminds me of the Two of Swords, and you might have been shielding yourself from the Two of Swords. That could be what's going on here. Okay, like you're just done feeling mentally trapped. Like you are getting your mental power back. And I don't even think it's a bad thing that you're avoiding your emotions, Virgo. I really don't. Because, you know, it's time for you to get back into this earth energy, just in time for Taurus season, baby. So even as the Queen of Swords, you don't have the sword. You're not being as edgy as you usually are. You're not being as defensive or quick to judge, or you're not being as sharp and pointy as what you usually are. You're not being as detached as you usually are. But you're figuring out how to be the Queen of Swords without using that sword. Because this Queen of Swords is literally using the sword as her throat chakra. So you're not cutting anybody, you're just speaking. because the Queen of Swords symbolizes a person who has a sword and someone who is very mentally clear. She can be very detached. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Some of you could be dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You could have felt trapped with a detached energy for a really long time, but you're coming out of that. You really have laid down your sword. You're not fighting anymore, Virgo, because you just want to be happy. You know, you're just like, you know, I'm not going to fight anymore. It's just pointless. So you could be this man back here or this man back here, and there's these swords, right? There's this person in your life that in April, these are people that want to fight. You know, these are people that are negative at work, that just want to take from you, and they want to betray you and steal from you. This is what you're getting rid of, Virgo. These are the people that were making you feel emotional. People that just want to win at all costs. People who are just all about their self and nobody else. And instead of proving your point, you know, you got to pick your battles wisely. Choose your battles wisely. And that's what you're doing, Virgo, is you're focusing on the sunny skies. You're focusing on your personal gain. You know, misery loves company, and this person is very, very unhappy inside. So they feel the need to break other people down. So you're like, fine, take my sword, dude. I don't need a sword. I'm the Queen of Swords. My mind is so strong. I don't need a sword. This person is weak-minded, and they're manipulative. And they only feel powerful when they break other people down. So you're like, you know, no, it don't matter to me. You can have my sword if you want. I don't need a sword. I can speak for my own self. So they try to take your voice away, and you're like, no, here's how it's going to go, dude. Like, this is what I want. This is my truth. And just because I don't want to fight anymore, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to defend myself. It doesn't mean that I don't love myself. It means that I love myself more than to fight with you. I'm done fighting with you. Like, the skies are blue again, and I have no time for you to just emotionally manipulate me. Like, this is going nowhere. Fighting is not doing us any good, so I'm just going to put my sword down. Like, I'm the Queen of Swords, but I'm not going to cut you. And that's really beautiful, Virgo, because you could cut the fuck out of people. You have 8 swords to cut people with, but you're deciding to restrain yourself, okay? And you're blinding yourself to really fucked up energies. So if you're watching for a Virgo, don't think that you're getting away with what you're doing. They're just not wanting, they're happy, they're getting happier. So people think that Virgos are pussies when they don't fight and when they don't get all upset and in their feelings. But you know what, Virgo, you're getting smarter about these energies in your life, and you're using this experience to make you even more wise. And that's why you're kind of talking about it and warning other people about these energies. You're very, very mentally strong and wise this month. Surrounded by air energy. Okay, surrounded by air energy, and less emotional. Less emotion, more mental. And that is Virgo energy. You are happiest like that. And that is why you're letting down your guard, because you feel like you're back in your own element. Even though, you know, there's not earth, but you're back in your own element. So I'm starting to really understand this reading. So we move on to the Ace of Cups now. So, you know, this is your emotion really pouring out. Like this cup is, the water is like a fire hydrant, and it's exploding out of the cup and overflowing. But Virgo, you're dumping this cup out. Okay, you're like, all right, okay, I've been feeling very emotional lately for a really long time, and it's time for me to just kind of pour these emotions out and get them out once and for all. You know, it's time to put a cork in it. It's time to, you know, evaluate what all this even meant. So, you know, this could also mean some sort of lover, because the Ace of Cups is a new love coming in, and you guys could have turned it down. You know, you guys could be, it could be because you know that this person's manipulative. Mercury retrograde, it could bring people back like this to challenge you mentally, but you are doing good, Virgo. A for Virgo, A+ for Virgo. Your reading is so on point. Like, that full moon really did renew your guys' soul, and it renewed your darkness. And now you're aware. So you're turning down emotional opportunities because you know that that's going to mess your A game up. So when anything comes to challenge you, even if it's your own mind, even if it's a person, place, or thing, you're going to turn that down. You're going to be rejecting certain emotions this month, Virgo, because you are being called to your mind. It's all a mental game. It's all about, you're trying to get on your A game when it comes to your mind, okay? Because you've been dealing with certain financial struggles for a while, and you've been dealing with certain emotional struggles. So you're really trying to come out of that time of depression. You're really trying to come out of that time of poverty and get back on top, get ahead of things. You know, you've been trying to get ahead of things for a while, and it just wasn't moving. In April, it's finally going to start to, though. I promise you that. So we move on here to the second half of April, which is, we see the Six of Pentacles. So we have the 5 and the 6 of Pentacles here, but it's in reverse. So right side up, this is, you know, you might have some children. Some of you might have children to take care of, but every Virgo has someone that they're responsible for, because you guys are angels. So you have other people's kids that you're responsible for, or even your partners can sometimes seem like children that you're taking care of. You may have your own children. You may have, this could be your inner child, but this is you, you know, really balancing things out. I mean, I see these children here, and there's money, like you're giving money to your son, but the little boy is actually giving the mom a pentacle too. So all the kids have a pentacle, and then there's like this bag of pentacles over here. So, you know, this is reverse, you guys, but I'm explaining what it means right side up. We have this balance scale. So, wow, Libra is your second house of values. Libra is your second house of finances. So that full moon in Libra on March 31st really balanced out. It showed you who was taking from you. It showed you who you were taking from, and there's a need here to balance out the give and the take. Okay, make sure you're receiving as much as you're giving, because Virgo, you do have a lot of pentacles. You know, you always have money. You are a hustler. You make money somehow, and so you are getting money from some sort of, I don't know why this is a child. He's like giving his mom back money or something. So it could be just your inner child, but you're also, this lady is literally receiving a coin from someone younger than her. She's receiving a coin from her son. But this might not be a son. It could be like, this could be children that you teach. These could be those people, because we have children both here. Like, these children are a little bit younger. So I'm seeing kids that are 6, 5, 6, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, maybe even 8. But then I'm seeing teenagers. So there's something here about really young toddlers and then teenagers. So you might even be reflecting on, you know, this could be you telling a story to yourself. Like, you might be reflecting on your come up. You might be reflecting on your life. Like, a lot of Virgos come from nothing. A lot of Virgos, they had really hard childhoods. You had to grow up very quickly. So wow, you know, when you were little, Virgo, you had a job. Like, you took care of your parents. And you know, that this is reversed now. So this is you getting back what you've given. That Libra full moon, and then you have Libra as your second house, okay? So this is literally your second house of value, you know, in the beginning of April, and then this is reflecting on the end of your April too. Like, some of you could have been dealing with someone taking too much from you, which is why this sword is here. So you didn't really care, because you always make money, but you do care about your mental now. You care about your mental health. And I'm telling you, that is what's most important to Virgo. And you're coming back into your own mental space. Like, you are very isolated mentally. Like, you're not letting anybody get inside your mind anymore, because it's time for you to use your head. You know, you're trying to think your way out of stuff, and you're a very strong analyzer, Virgo. So you're just analyzing these situations. Like, okay, you know, who's taken from me? You know, who? So this is technically maybe something not being as balanced as you would like it to be in the financial department in April, but that's okay, because this is going to lead you down the road of this financial situation turning itself over, because we have the 5, you coming out of, these are the same cards. These are both the 5 of Pentacles, but the 5 of Pentacles came up like you get this situation under control. Okay, so you do balance your finances. You get back on top financially, Virgo. You really do. And you know, you start cutting out people from your life that are just kind of milking off you financially. Like, it's time for certain people to hold their own financially. It's time for certain people to give back to you, okay? Because ever since you've been young, you've been hustling for your family. You've been hustling for survival. And just because you're good at something doesn't mean that people just get to take from your bag of finances over there. Okay, you've got children to take care of, you've got responsibilities. Those children symbolize responsibilities. Some of you don't have children, some of you have. It's the inner child in you. But I do see children here, definitely children surrounding Virgo this month, which means that you're a teacher for the youth. You're setting an example right now for people who aren't as experienced as you. Okay, and that's, teachers are very strong mental leaders. So there you go. So there's something there. And the little boy just ran across my, I don't think he's the little boy. He's like a teenager, but he looks like one of the people in this, literally in real life. I just seen someone running, and he's running to, I don't know, but there might be something with someone running away from you. There could be some kind of kid. I think he's just literally jogging though. So I don't know. That's just a distraction there. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. I almost want to show you, but I'm on a laptop. But anyway, I don't know, Virgo. I think something's picking up for you. Some of you might even start exercising or something. I'm not sure, but I do see this guy. He's like jogging, doing his thing. So that might be symbolic for some of you. Who knows? But there is a need, Virgo, for you to get your finances back balanced. And that's what the Libra moon was intended for. And then we have the Scorpio full moon, which is intended for your communication about this. So definitely you need to balance out who's taking from you and who you're giving to. Make sure it's 50-50, Virgo. Make sure everything's balanced financially, because you are going through some, financial struggles. And the more balanced you become physically, the more balanced you become financially, the more you're going to be stepping into this very healthy, clear-minded air energy that we all know that you want and need and require to be the strong-minded person that you are, ruled by Mercury. So maybe this Mercury retrograde really helped you understand some of the secrets to your mind. You know what I mean? Because it happened in the 8th house. But this is all about your communication. This is all about your thoughts. So this Mercury retrograde, by the time that it goes back direct, you really have a better understanding of your own thoughts and your own emotion. So, we have several cards here that speak to emotion just not being your thing. I think that's a thing in the past for Virgo. Like, you guys are going to get tapped back into your, you might have to be assholes to some people. But, it's just, emotions aren't exactly your thing right now. Be careful of emotional manipulation, though. I think you're gaining clarity over emotional manipulation. If somebody is emotionally manipulating you, you know about it. You're just kicking your feet up and relaxing and laughing at them. Okay? But, the King of Cups is in reverse. So this is, for you, I know what this means. And I'm just going to literally trust my own intuition. Because this means a lot of stuff. But I'm getting a very clear message for Virgo. Which is, you had to release some emotion from an attachment that you had. Because it was fucking you up. You were very attached to something emotionally. It could have even been a water sign. Or an air sign, or just someone you were with, or a job, or whatever it was, you were attached emotionally. And as a water sign, I can tell you that being attached emotionally, it does distract you. So you're pouring out this cup, and this King of Cups is even pouring out his cup. Some of you are maybe you're not drinking alcohol anymore. This could sometimes mean drinking alcohol, but it also means, turning down a love offer. So you could have turned down a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio about something, especially Cancer, because we have 2 cards here that symbolize Cancer. But Cancer is just, cardinal emotion. So as far as you acting on your feelings right now, you're not doing it, Virgo. Your feet are kicked up and you're relaxing in your own energy right now, because you don't want, the tide is coming in, but you're patient and you're waiting, because you'd rather just get yourself together first than potentially wind up, emotionally manipulated by somebody. So I do see an upside down Cancer. Seriously, I do see a lot of water signs just completely being avoided by you. Because they could have really fucked you up in the past. There could have been a water sign in your life that just really didn't do you right. They're just not doing it for you no more. So you have basically, turn them upside down, and you're kind of avoiding them now, because you don't want them to potentially be your kryptonite and, get back up in your headspace. You have basically, you've won a mental battle with someone. Now, they might have won the emotional battle, but you won the mental battle. So, you know, you win some, you lose some, Virgo. You won the mental battle, but you lost the emotional battle. So it's all good. You don't need the emotional battle. Emotions you have a whole lifetime opportunity to learn more about your emotions. And that's what you're doing. You're just learning more about your emotions, but emotions aren't most important to you right now. Job is most important to you. Money, your mind, okay, your mental stability and your financial stability. So at the last card that you have is the Chariot. So something, you know, is slowing down for you. You're not supposed to charge forward to it. You know, you do see the path and you are on your own path, Virgo, but the universe is telling you that there's something in your way, and it could be your emotions. Your emotions could be in your way. Now, for some of you, you want to be careful, because some of you Virgos really do need to tap into your emotion. But 99% of you have already done the emotional work, and, you know, you've already gained victory over these emotions, so there's no need to just beat a dead horse. Like, literally, like, that's what this means, is that you don't need to push a cart sideways. Like, you know, you don't understand emotions as much as a water sign does. So it's time for you to just, you know, stick to your day job, Virgo. Stick to your day job. Your day job is mental, it's logical, it's grounded, it's realistic, it's analytical. Emotions, they get all over the place. You know, I'm a water sign, I get it. Leave the water to the water signs, and we'll leave the logic to you, okay? And, you know, this is a good move. This is a good move for you to drop this Cancer, or for you to let go of these emotions and get back into your headspace. You know, it's not meant for you to be over watery. Like, and I'm happy to see all this water being avoided by you. You know, instead of you being surrounded by it, you're just putting one foot in. You're just putting one of your feet in the water, but you're making damn sure that the other foot is on the ground, because you learned from letting this water basically submerge you. This water literally submerged you. Like, you were definitely submerged in your feelings, and your emotions were kind of drowning you. So now you're back on earth. There's some balance taking place. This is even patience. So this is you having patience. Maybe patience is what got you out of this trapped feeling. Maybe patience with your emotion. Maybe you have learned emotional patience, Virgo. But it's interesting that we had your feet not in the water, because we have two cards here that have the feet on land and then in earth. So this is you sitting in between earth and water now. The last video I had for you, Virgo, was titled When Earth Meets Water. So I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but earth has met water. And now that you have joined and you have created balance. Pisces season gave you balance. That Virgo full moon, it gave you balance in your emotion and in your reality. So now you know how to balance, and you know how to pour from both ends, okay? So you are pouring out your heart this month, okay? I'm not sure how you're managing that. And you know, maybe that's how Virgo does it. Like, you pour your emotions out and you release them and they're gone. But now you see how this lady is pouring? And then even this Sagittarius is pouring. So there's something here about pouring a cup out. Some of you could really just be pouring out your real feelings come that Scorpio full moon on the 29th. Because I see a lot of cups being poured. Okay, even this King of Cups, even he is upside down, meaning whatever's in his cup is going to pour out, right? Because there's a lot of emotion here, but you're not letting it mentally fuck you up. Now you understand emotion. It's better for you to kind of be in between earth and water. You don't want to give in completely to water, because this is your past and your present. You know what I mean? This is your future and your past coming up here with this. This is Aquarius and Sagittarius. So I don't know if any of you have an Aquarius in your life or Sagittarius, but there is a need here to kind of balance some stuff out with those two people. You know, maybe give a little bit of your emotions, but not all of it, Virgo. Make sure you're considering you and others, right? There's a lot here to do with balance. You know, there is a balance scale back there that's been tipped upside down. So you need to tip the scales back into your favor. Tip the scales back into your favor, because the Temperance card is all about patience and moderation. He is going to keep pouring those cups into each other, into each other, into each other, until everything is balanced. This is the Archangel Michael. And this is you having the patience for some sort of wish that you have, or some sort of, you know, dream. You keeping the hope. Keep the hope alive, Virgo. Now look at this. We have the Six of Pentacles over here. So we have this card coming back twice. So I really do see you coming into your own. You are coming into your own, Virgo. You are back on your own 2 feet. These are the same card. This is the Six of Pentacles. This is the Six of Pentacles. And now look. So we have this twice. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Five of Pentacles upside down. Like, you see what I mean? You turn these situations right side up. You're coming out of financial poverty. You're coming out of feeling cold and left out in the cold. You're coming out of giving more than you receive. I love this, Virgo. You are turning yourself back right side up and definitely coming back into your own power. You know, and you're going to hang on to this energy. Rightfully so. You are going to hang on to this energy. Because, you know, it's been too long that you've been stuck in the old and ignoring what you actually have. You turned yourself around. You're no longer depressed in April. There's a new beginning coming for you. And it's in Taurus season. Okay? You're going to be having all the resources. You're going to have all the resources in Taurus season. Just like I said. Just like I said, we have the Hierophant card. So definitely some magic coming in Taurus season for you, Virgo. We have the Ace of Wands, so even more magic. Okay? I can't make this up. Like, this is all underneath that Eight of Swords. So you might have felt trapped in the beginning of April, but I don't think you feel trapped anymore. I don't think you feel trapped anymore. And I love these 2 cards, okay? Because this is you being patient to reach your goals. You were patient, and now the payoff is here. You endured so much pain, Virgo. You even temporarily trapped yourself in these energies, you know. So I love seeing that Six of Pentacles right side up. And as far as whatever you like, you have dealt with this financial imbalance for so long, and you felt trapped and you felt like you were broke. You know, Virgo does not like having money. Like, they don't like not having money. They need to have money all the time. Because that's a personal resource. Money is always needed, and as an earth sign, you understand that. So one of the quickest ways to trap a Virgo is to make them feel like they are trapped and alone and like this is going to be their forever. But it isn't your forever, Virgo. This isn't even you anymore. This was just part of the story. You remained patient, and the universe is rewarding you this month, and you're dropping your defense. There's something that you're very happier now. I see that you're a lot happier in April, and May is going to look even better for you. You're no longer defensive about what didn't work out for you. Something didn't move as quickly. Something didn't happen exactly. You know, you analyzed it, Virgo, and you wanted it to happen a perfect way inside your mind, and it didn't. And, you know, you're okay with it. And if you have Cancer energy and Virgo energy in your chart, and I see Aries, Cancer, and Virgo. I don't see Virgo, but I do see Aries and Cancer. So if you have Aries energy and Cancer energy, you literally are turning that energy upside down. Like, you're not going to utilize your Cancer energy that much because it was a distraction. You poured out your emotion, and you know what happened after that is the blossoming of flowers, and that's the only thing you're going to defend now. So you're not as emotionally, yes, that's what that means, is that you're not as emotionally defensive anymore, Virgo. You know, you realize that certain things take time, so you're trusting the timing of your life. You're not rushing anymore through the emotion. You're just letting it happen naturally. You're letting down your guard emotionally. That is so, So let's take a look here at this Aries. We have the World in Aries, okay, the Emperor. So you are the Emperor of your own world. Remember, I was telling you that you were pretty much fully submerged. Now, this is interesting because if you want to watch the Aries video, if you guys are dealing with an Aries or if you have Aries energy, you want to watch the Aries video because Aries had this card and their whole reading was about their head in the clouds. And now we have Aries season with this head in the clouds energy and you almost being completely drowned by the universe, drowned by this cosmic void. You felt like you were almost going to drown, Virgo, but your head stayed clear. You see how the water is not, you know, so this is Mercury, Aries, Mercury retrograde in Aries. It taught you how to keep your head above water. So that's what you're doing, Virgo, is you're keeping your head above water, even though you're pouring these emotions out into the universe, this is all your emotions. All of this is the emotion that you poured out, and it has filled up metaphorically. And you're in control. You are in control. You are the emperor of your own world. You are the emperor of things that are the cycle that has completed for you and the new beginnings that are coming for you. You are using your own authority and your own power. Now we have the wheel of fortune and the world. So Virgo, 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 no matter what, life is about to change for you. There are cycles that have ended for you in Aries season, and you are headed in a new direction. We've got the light and the dark here assisting you, turning this wheel for you. So as far as what changes for you, you know, you really want to just be open to this, the death and transfer. Remember at the beginning of your reading, the Scorpio card was right behind you. So you want to just allow this the universe to just guide you. Allow the universe to just guide you, because we have the world, okay, and the wheel of fortune. So this is coming out with Aries. So it's like you're taking your power back with these cycles. You're taking you're being an authority figure. You're taking back your authority and you're turning your own wheel, and the universe is helping you, which is why we have those fairies there and why you're surrounded by the universe here, but you've got the magic, you've got the power in your hand. So the light and the dark are on your side, Virgo, because that's what happens when you go through an 8th house. Now, some of you could be interested in some sort of Leo energy, okay, because we have the 2 of Cups in the Leo card. So some of you are interested in a Leo. Now, Virgo, you came up in the Leo card. I mean, in the Leo reading. So Leo and Virgo, I don't know if you have Leo energy, but Leo is interested in a Virgo, and Virgo is interested in Leo. So some of you are literally relating to that. If others of you, this is just a strong emotional union. You know, this is a person who's going to help you. This is in sickness and in health. I'm telling you, this is a marriage or something. Oh my God. And when I say that, I literally pull the marriage card. So you're going to get with someone who's going to make a commitment to you. This is a strong emotional union. Someone who's going to be with you in sickness and in health. In the moments that you're down, the moments that you're up. This person is going to be your strength. This person is going to be your love. And there's a celebration coming for you, Virgo. Love. This is the marriage card. And there's going to be some kind of, this might come in quick, okay? It really might. And we have the 4 of Pentacles again. The 9 of Pentacles. Some of you might even be single for a while, but there's a soulmate. A Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's a soulmate. Definitely a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Oh, yes. Because we have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So some of you are, the emotion that you avoided here, or the emotion that you were just kind of letting pan out there, well, you're going to get that emotion after Aries season. So wow, Virgo, I don't even really need to validate any of your cards, but I do want to get you an angel card, and I want to get you a card from the House of Night. So let's shuffle here for Virgo energy for April. Thank you so much, guys, for viewing my video last month. This is my thank you to you. Okay, we have love yourself, Virgo, and show up. Let me get you one more card. In expression. So you need to, and then divine timing. This came up for Virgo for the Libra full moon message. So the Libra full moon did show you divine timing. And obviously you learned something about that divine timing. You're not alone, Virgo. And, you know, it's time for you to express love to yourself. That's literally what we have. Express love to yourself. So if there are people, places, and things that are not expressing love to you, you need to fill your own cup. You poured your cup out and said, fuck it. You can have my sword and my cup. I got my own shit. So express love to yourself, Virgo. And, express what you need. Express what you need from yourself to love yourself. You're letting down your guard. You're not as emotionally defensive as you used to be. So you're starting to love yourself and be kinder to yourself. So let's get a wisdom from the House of Night. This is for Virgo. This is for Virgo energy, April 2018. What can we show Virgo? Just one card for Virgo for the wisdom of the House of Night, please. And there it is. So we have, wow. We have the High Priestess of Earth. And I don't have to tell you that this is your energy, Virgo. And we have the 3 up here. So that is literally talking about your 3rd house of communication. So you need to communicate, and this is coming up here too. Expression is a form of communication. So you need to express and communicate your earthly way. I love seeing this for Virgo. You're back in your own energy. You guys are back. You guys are the High Priestess of Earth now. You know the secrets to earth, which is why you know that sometimes you have to avoid emotion in order to remain grounded. So the High Priestess of Earth is talking about you being grounded, you being logical, and being back into that earthly realm. You know, this is just you. I don't even know how to explain this card. Like, this is just you being the High Priestess of Earth, being everything that a Virgo is meant to be, but also communicating and expressing that. The more you express love to yourself, the more you're going to turn. I want to show you this card again. I don't know if the light is messing it up, but it is beautiful. This card is just gorgeous. So you're actually starting to communicate and express yourself, which is another reason why you are the Queen of Swords, or I'm sorry, the King of Swords. You know, and you know, you're moving from not communicating at all, not being able to see, not being able to, you know, move at all, to moving and to releasing yourself and to balance and just every wish coming true. And then we have the love card at the bottom of the deck. So some of you even have a certain love. You're going to offer your heart. This is you loving yourself. Okay, we have the 10 here. So some of you are going through certain completions and new beginnings with love. Oh my God, Virgo, what a great reading for you. And, you know, I want to just mention here briefly, this is your overall energy. Okay, so if you're dealing with any financial struggles or any financial, be feeling left out in the cold, and it doesn't have to be financial. You can be feeling left out in the cold emotionally or physically. You know, this is just you feeling alone and struggling, but this is the poverty card. So I do feel the need to tell some of you that poverty is over. You are moving up from here. There is no way. You reached rock bottom. And, you know, once you reach rock bottom, the only way is up. So you are definitely going to be seeing an increase in your finances. You're definitely going to be seeing an improvement. And I'm really happy to see you coming out of this cold energy. We literally have the same card here, and except for this is reversed. So, you know, you may come out of it alone, because we do see that you were with somebody here. But this card has you alone. So even if you have to be alone, Virgo, you're the Hermit card. Okay, there's a difference between feeling alone and being alone. Are you alone or are you free, Virgo? Because you're free. I would rather be alone and free than around someone and feel trapped. So these are things that we want to think about this month, okay? And I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I really hope that it was relatable. I hope to God it was relatable, because what a great reading for you, Virgo. I mean, really. So I just want to thank you guys again for liking my video and for watching it. You know, I don't know if you guys are going to win next month, but I really enjoyed taking a greater look and I love these cards. The angel cards here, you know, you guys are angels. So I really like taking a closer look. I don't like overstepping my boundaries. So this is my agreement with the universe. Like, I'm not going to pry too much. But whoever likes my videos the most, they're going to get more cards. I think I'm going to start recording longer videos for those who like my videos the most. And whoever gets the most views, I'm going to give you guys at least extra 10 minutes or so. So you need to have a longer video, Virgo. And I'm perfectly fine with that, because you guys have shown me so much support last month. It's so appreciated. So I wish you guys a great April. Happy spring. Let your earth grow. You are the High Priestess of Earth. Love yourself and enjoy, you know, coming out of all this negativity, because, I mean, I see and feel such great things for you, Virgo. Life has just begun. The best is yet to come. Like, it's going to be great. So happy April, you guys, and I will talk to you again around this time in Taurus season. Bye.